Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Sumaya Askri. Have you ever seen an ad for something and then suddenly it feels like it's following you all over the internet? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on exactly how that works. We're diving into the massive evolution of marketing, how today's brands connect with us globally, and this is the important part, how you can use these very same ideas to build your own personal brand. All right, so where do we begin? We've got to start by understanding a huge challenge that marketers are facing right now. See, our attention, it's become the most valuable thing on the planet. And the old ways of trying to get it, they're just not cutting it anymore. Think back to the ads you grew up with. Those jingles on TV you couldn't get out of your head, or those giant ads in magazines and newspapers. For decades, that was marketing. It was a one-way street. But now we have to ask a serious question. In a world where we control what we see, are those old school ads even working? And the answer is pretty clear. That old playbook is definitely losing its punch. And why? It's simple, really. We're not a captive audience anymore, right? We get to choose what we watch, what we listen to, what we engage with. The power has completely flipped from the advertiser to us, the audience. So if the old ways are fading out, what's taking their place? Well, this brings us to the hero of today's story, social media marketing. And listen, this isn't just a new place to put ads, it's a whole different way of thinking about how brands can talk to us and build actual relationships. So what exactly is social media marketing, or SMM? It's way more than just posting stuff. The real goal is to create content that's so interesting or funny or valuable that you feel compelled to share it. Think about it. The last time you sent a hilarious video to a friend, that's it. That's word of mouth in action, and it is so much more powerful than any ad a company can buy. And just look at how fast this world has changed. This timeline shows the insane growth of social media. The big thing to notice here isn't just the individual platforms, but the incredible speed. We went from the very first social networks to a world completely dominated by these global giants in, like, the blink of an eye. This is the whirlwind that has forced marketers to totally rewrite their rules. Okay, to really get a handle on SMM, you have to understand the new playground that marketers are in. It's not about doing just one thing. It's a whole ecosystem. And we can break it down into three really important parts. Here it is. First, you've got paid media. That's the straightforward stuff. You pay for an ad. Then there's owned media. This is your turf, your website, your blog, your company's Facebook page. But the real magic, the absolute game changer, is earned media. This is when people talk about your brand because they genuinely want to, not because you paid them. It's the holy grail of marketing, and it's what every single brand is chasing. So, how in the world do brands actually get this earned media? Let's move from theory to practice and look at some amazing real-world examples of companies that have totally nailed the art of social media marketing. This is where it all starts to click. These guys are absolute masters. Remember when IHOP pretended to change its name to IOB? It was brilliant. It sparked this huge online debate. Or Dove's #RealBeauty campaign, which started a global conversation and challenged old ideas of beauty. And of course, Coke's Share a Coke campaign, which put our names on bottles and made us feel seen. What do they all have in common? They didn't just sell things. They created experiences and started conversations we all wanted to join. And let's talk about real-world impact. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. That wasn't even a corporate campaign. It was completely user-generated, a viral wave that swept the globe. And the result? An incredible $220 million raised for research. Now that is the power of earned media. And hey, don't think this is just for companies that sell sodas and burgers. Nope. Businesses that sell to other businesses, we call that B2B, are all in on this too. They're using platforms like LinkedIn to share their expertise, connect with clients, and build a reputation as leaders in their field. The tactics might be a little different, but the core principles are exactly the same. Speaking of building a reputation, let's bring this all home. Let's talk about the most important brand you will ever manage, your own. Seriously, everything we've talked about, owned media, earned media, starting conversations, it applies directly to you and your career. The legendary strategist Tom Peters put it perfectly. He said, "We are all the CEOs of our own company, Me Inc." And in today's world, where your online presence is basically your new resume, your most important job is to be the chief marketing officer for the brand called you. So, how do you even start? Well, here's a simple 4-step plan. First, discover what makes you you. What are your unique strengths? That's your core message. Second, Create your platforms, your owned media, like a great LinkedIn profile or a personal portfolio. Third, communicate your value by sharing what you know. And finally, you have to maintain it. Keep your brand fresh and relevant. It's a really powerful roadmap for building a career in the modern world. So, as we wrap this up, here's the big takeaway. The entire world of marketing and promotion has been flipped on its head. The power isn't with the broadcasters anymore. It's with the audience. It's with us. The best marketing is now built on real conversation, community, and trust. And this huge shift gives you an incredible opportunity to write your own story. So the only question left is, what story will your brand tell?